Hello everyone, Dr. Alan Mandell here. Welcome back to my channel, Science of Healing. Have you crossed 60? If so, what you put on your plate isn't just about nutrition, it's about protecting your heart, your bones, your memory, and even your independence. But here's the shocking truth. Some vegetables you think are healthy could actually be causing harm as you age. Today, I'm going to reveal 3 vegetables to stop eating after 60, and the 3 vegetables you should be eating instead to boost energy, protect your joints, and improve digestion. And I'll show you exactly how to incorporate them into your daily life. Let's start with the vegetables that could be sabotaging your health. 1. Spinach. Yes, even spinach can be risky. Spinach is packed with vitamins and minerals, but it's also very high in oxalates, compounds that can bind with calcium to form kidney stones. After 60, your kidneys naturally become less efficient, which means your risk for stones increases. Instead of raw or overcooked spinach, choose kale or bok choy. These leafy greens are lower in oxalates, but rich in calcium, magnesium, and vitamin K2, a vitamin essential for keeping your bones strong and your arteries clear. Have you ever thought that the very vegetables you believe are keeping you healthy might actually be harming you? It sounds impossible, but for people over 60, this is a reality many never consider. Spinach, tomatoes, and broccoli, foods that have long been labeled superfoods, can quietly undermine your health as you age. The body changes with time. Kidneys lose efficiency, joints stiffen, metabolism slows, and the foods that were once your allies can become your hidden enemies. Spinach, for instance, is rich in vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, and for decades, doctors have praised it as a staple for strong bones and vibrant energy. But here's the dark side. Spinach is extremely high in oxalates, naturally occurring compounds that, in excess, bind with calcium and form kidney stones. For someone over 60 whose kidneys filter blood less efficiently than they did in their 30s or 40s, the risk is not just theoretical, it's very real. Kidney stones are painful, excruciatingly so, and they strike suddenly. One moment you're fine, the next your lower back is gripped by a pain so intense it feels like your body is collapsing in on itself. Studies published in journals such as the Clinical Journal of the American Society of Nephrology confirm that high oxalate foods increase the risk of kidney stones, especially in older adults whose calcium metabolism is already shifting. Yet, every time you toss handfuls of raw spinach into your smoothie or pile it onto your salad, you could be inching closer to this hidden threat. Spinach isn't alone. Tomatoes, a staple in sauces, salads, and soups, harbor their own silent danger. They are acidic and contain solanine, a naturally occurring compound that can inflame sensitive tissues. For most people under 50, this inflammation is minimal, barely noticeable, but after 60, joints often carry decades of wear, cartilage thins, and ligaments lose elasticity. When inflammatory compounds like solanine are introduced regularly into your system, swelling can worsen, stiffness can increase, and arthritis symptoms can flare more aggressively than ever before. Research in Nutrients and other peer-reviewed journals shows that chronic low-level inflammation is a leading driver of degenerative joint disease. And yet, we are conditioned to think of tomatoes as wholesome, nutritious, even essential. But if your hands ache when you type, if your knees groan when you stand, if your joints feel swollen after a simple walk, the tomatoes you've been eating might be part of the problem. Broccoli, the so-called superfood king, carries a surprising risk as well. Rich in vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, broccoli is lauded for cancer-fighting properties and heart health. But it's also high in goitrogens, compounds that interfere with thyroid function. After 60, thyroid activity naturally declines, metabolism slows, energy dips, hormonal imbalances creep in silently, affecting everything from sleep to weight to mood. Eating large amounts of goitrogenic vegetables like broccoli can exacerbate these changes, subtly suppressing thyroid output and leaving you feeling lethargic, weak, and frustrated with your body's inability to respond as it once did. Peer-reviewed studies in endocrine reviews explain that excessive goitrogen intake in older adults can aggravate pre-existing thyroid insufficiency, which is far more common than most realize. And yet, advertisements, cookbooks, and health blogs relentlessly promote broccoli as a universal cure-all, without mentioning that moderation is not just important, it's essential for longevity. The truth is uncomfortable but necessary. Your body after 60 is not the same as your body at 40. Your kidneys, your joints, your thyroid, even your cardiovascular system all operate on altered timelines. And the vegetables you eat have an outsized impact on how these systems age. While spinach, tomatoes, and broccoli are nutritious in many contexts, in the bodies of older adults, their compounds can become stressors rather than allies. Oxalates, solanine, goitrogens. These are not abstract chemical names. They are real, measurable forces that can trigger kidney stones, inflamed joints, and slow metabolism. They can undermine your energy, your independence, your quality of life, one meal at a time. But knowledge is power. Understanding which vegetables to avoid is the first step toward regaining control. It's not about deprivation, it's about precision, about choosing foods that nourish without burdening. Because at 60, your body's resilience depends on how carefully you fuel it. Every plate, every meal, every choice matters exponentially more than it did in youth. The stakes are higher. The consequences are faster, and ignoring this reality is one of the most common mistakes aging adults make, often with painful, irreversible results. Imagine the difference if, instead of pouring handfuls of high oxalate spinach into your smoothies, you reach for leafy greens that are low in oxalates, yet rich in vitamins and minerals. Imagine swapping tomatoes for red bell peppers, which provide vitamin C and antioxidants without triggering inflammation. Imagine replacing large servings of broccoli with vegetables like zucchini or asparagus, which support thyroid function, digestion, and heart health while avoiding hidden chemical stressors. These are not small changes. They are life-altering choices, choices that can protect your kidneys, your joints, your metabolism, and your independence. And the science is clear. Clinical research across nephrology, endocrinology, and rheumatology shows that diet modifications in older adults reduce the incidence of kidney stones, joint inflammation, and thyroid dysfunction. Yet few people are told these facts. Instead, they rely on outdated dietary advice designed for younger bodies, unaware that what once nourished them now has the potential to harm. So when you think of a salad, think critically. When you reach for that smoothie, consider the long-term consequences of every ingredient. Spinach, tomatoes, and broccoli may be heralded as superfoods, but for someone over 60, they can carry hidden risks that are invisible until the damage is done. And the question is not just about how long you live, it's about how well you live. Energy, mobility, mental clarity, and freedom from pain are just as important as lifespan. The vegetables you choose today can either accelerate decline or preserve vitality. It's your choice, your body, your life. So make it a conscious decision. Educate yourself. Replace high-risk vegetables with safer alternatives. Eat in a way that respects the physiology of your aging body, because no matter how many years you've lived, the years ahead can still be full of strength, clarity, and freedom, but only if you make the right choices now. And the most empowering truth is this: you have control. You can prevent kidney stones, protect your joints, and maintain thyroid function simply by being mindful of the vegetables you consume. It's a simple change, but one that carries immense benefits. Spinach, tomatoes, and broccoli may have served you well for decades, but it's time to evolve. It's time to eat for longevity, energy, and quality of life. Your body deserves that. Your future self will thank you for it. And once you understand the science, the benefits, and the consequences, there is no excuse not to act, because your health after 60 is far too valuable to gamble with every meal. After learning that spinach, tomatoes, and broccoli may be silently harming your body after 60, you might be asking yourself, if I can't eat those superfoods, then what can I eat? The answer is not just a list of vegetables, it's a strategy for reclaiming your health, your energy, and your independence. Because at this age, every choice counts, and the right foods can literally transform your body from the inside out. Let's start with leafy greens. Spinach is off the table, but the world offers powerful alternatives, kale and bok choy. These greens are low in oxalates, meaning your kidneys are spared the dangerous burden of calcium-binding compounds that can form kidney stones. Kale, often underestimated, is one of the densest nutrient sources on the planet. A single cup contains over 200% of your daily vitamin K requirement, crucial for keeping your bones strong and your arteries free of calcification. Vitamin K2, which kale helps your body utilize, has been linked in studies published in Osteoporosis International to a significantly lower risk of fractures in older adults. And it's not just about bones. Vitamin K2 supports heart health by preventing calcium from depositing in blood vessels, a silent risk that grows as we age. Bok choy, with its crisp texture and mild flavor, is another gem. Rich in calcium, magnesium, and vitamins A and C, it strengthens bones, boosts immunity, and protects your vision. In research appearing in Nutrients, diets high in magnesium have been shown to reduce inflammation and improve blood sugar control, two critical concerns for people over 60. By swapping spinach for kale or bok choy, you are not just avoiding harm, you are actively building resilience in your body's most essential systems. Next, consider the tomato problem. Their solanine content can inflame joints and worsen arthritis symptoms. The replacement? Red bell peppers and pumpkin. Red bell peppers are a powerhouse of antioxidants and vitamin C, often overlooked because they're sweeter and milder than tomatoes. But science shows that vitamin C is essential for collagen production, the protein that keeps your cartilage strong and your skin supple. According to studies in arthritis and rheumatology, higher vitamin C intake correlates with lower progression of knee osteoarthritis in older adults. Every bite of a red bell pepper is not just a flavor boost, it's a joint-protecting, disease-fighting punch. Pumpkin, on the other hand, offers beta-carotene, a compound your body converts to vitamin A, which protects vision, supports the immune system, and even plays a role in regulating inflammation. For seniors, vision and immunity are critical. Age-related macular degeneration affects millions over 60, and a diet rich in beta-carotene and antioxidants can slow its progression. Imagine enjoying pumpkin soup, roasted pumpkin cubes, or even a simple pumpkin puree. Each serving is a protective shield for your body, supporting every system silently and efficiently. Then we come to broccoli. While it's heralded for its anti-cancer properties, the goitrogens can interfere with thyroid function in older adults. The replacements? Asparagus and zucchini. Asparagus is a natural anti-inflammatory vegetable loaded with fiber, folate, and vitamins C, E, and K. Studies in the Journal of Nutrition show that asparagus contains saponins and flavonoids that help reduce chronic inflammation, protect the heart, and even improve brain function. Fiber in asparagus also supports digestion, which often slows after 60, reducing bloating, constipation, and the risk of diverticulosis. Zucchini is another gentle superstar. Low in calories, high in water and fiber, and rich in antioxidants, zucchini supports hydration, healthy blood pressure, and digestion. Research in Food and Function highlights the role of zucchini's polyphenols in reducing oxidative stress, which is a major contributor to aging and cellular damage. By adding asparagus and zucchini to your plate, you are choosing vegetables that nourish your body without taxing your thyroid or digestion. The magic of these replacements is not only in their science, they are also versatile, delicious, and easy to include in daily life. Start your day with a breakfast scramble, adding chopped kale or bok choy for a nutrient-packed start. Toss red bell peppers into salads or lightly roast them to release natural sweetness. Dinner can feature sautéed asparagus or zucchini as a side dish, drizzled with olive oil and a touch of garlic for flavor and heart protection. Pumpkin can be baked, pureed, or added to soups for a warming, immunity-boosting meal. These are not radical changes. They are simple swaps that transform your diet from potentially harmful to actively healing. What's truly empowering about this is that you are taking control. Aging doesn't have to mean declining energy, painful joints, or struggling with weight or digestion. Every choice you make now sends signals to your cells. You can either accelerate aging or slow it. Kale, bok choy, red bell peppers, pumpkin, asparagus, and zucchini are more than food. They are allies in longevity, strength, and vitality. Studies consistently show that diets high in nutrient-dense vegetables reduce the risk of chronic disease, support mental clarity, and preserve physical independence well into your 70s and beyond. Your body responds to the quality of what you feed it, and these vegetables are optimized to support every major system, from your heart and bones to your brain and digestive tract. Imagine the contrast. On one side, consuming spinach, tomatoes, and broccoli as you age, potentially triggering kidney stones, joint inflammation, and thyroid disruption. On the other, choosing these scientifically supported alternatives, nutrient-dense, low in harmful compounds, and loaded with protective vitamins and antioxidants. The difference is not hypothetical. It manifests in daily energy, reduced stiffness, better sleep, sharper mental clarity, and the quiet but powerful reassurance that your body is functioning at its best. You can cook them, steam them, roast them, or toss them raw in salads. The methods are flexible, the benefits are substantial, and the results are measurable. By making these swaps, you are sending a powerful message to your body. You value your health, your independence, and your future. You are not at the mercy of aging. You are actively shaping how your body performs. And this is the most important lesson of all. The vegetables you eat after 60 are not just food. They are medicine, armor, and energy rolled into one. Every meal becomes an opportunity to rebuild, repair, and protect. Every bite is a conscious choice for longevity, vitality, and quality of life. So start today. Clean out the high-risk vegetables and replace them with kale, bok choy, red bell peppers, pumpkin, asparagus, and zucchini. Don't wait until kidney stones, joint pain, or sluggish metabolism force you to make changes. Take control now and let your diet work for you, not against you. Because the right vegetables, carefully chosen and consistently eaten, can make the difference between struggling with age and thriving in your golden years. Your health after 60 is too precious to leave to chance. And with these swaps, every meal becomes an investment in a stronger, healthier, and more vibrant future. Knowing which vegetables to avoid and which ones to embrace is only half the battle. The real power comes in how you use them in your daily life, how you take these simple ingredients and turn them into armor for your body after 60. Because at this age, it's not enough to simply know. Action is what transforms knowledge into vitality, strength, and freedom. Start with the most overlooked step, preparation. Too often, older adults avoid vegetables not because they don't want them, but because they don't know how to prepare them in ways that preserve nutrients while making them easy to digest. Take kale, for example. Raw kale is tough, fibrous, and can be difficult for aging digestive systems to handle, but lightly steaming it or massaging it with olive oil before tossing it into a salad breaks down those fibers, making it gentle on the stomach while retaining its rich store of vitamin K, calcium, and antioxidants. Studies in food chemistry show that gentle steaming preserves more nutrients than overcooking while also improving digestibility, a crucial factor for seniors whose digestive enzymes are not as robust as they once were. Bok choy offers similar versatility. Chop it finely and sauté it with garlic and a touch of sesame oil. Not only does this make it flavorful, it also enhances absorption of fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K. Research published in the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry confirms that consuming vegetables with healthy fats significantly increases vitamin absorption, translating directly into stronger bones, better heart health, and improved immunity. These are not small benefits. They are life-altering, especially for someone over 60 who wants to maintain mobility, resist infections, and avoid the hidden decline that often accompanies aging. Red bell peppers and pumpkin are equally flexible. Roast red bell peppers to bring out their natural sweetness, then drizzle lightly with olive oil and sprinkle a pinch of black pepper. Each bite delivers a surge of vitamin C, antioxidants, and flavonoids that protect joints and reduce inflammation. Pumpkin, on the other hand, can be baked, pureed, or added to soups. Its beta-carotene content supports vision and immunity, while fiber improves digestion and keeps blood sugar stable, a factor that becomes increasingly important with age. According to studies in nutrition reviews, diets rich in fiber and antioxidants correlate with lower risks of chronic diseases such as diabetes, cardiovascular issues, and certain cancers. Every simple step in preparation multiplies the benefits of these vegetables, turning everyday meals into powerful preventive medicine. Then there's asparagus and zucchini, the gentle warriors for your thyroid, heart, and digestion. Steaming asparagus lightly or roasting it with a squeeze of lemon preserves its anti-inflammatory saponins, which research in phytotherapy research shows help lower systemic inflammation and even protect brain function. Zucchini can be spiralized into noodles, lightly sautéed, or baked with herbs. Its high water and fiber content supports digestion, hydration, and blood pressure regulation, while polyphenols help neutralize oxidative stress that accelerates cellular aging. These preparation methods are simple, accessible, and designed to maximize both flavor and nutrient retention. Because what good is a superfood if it's difficult to eat or loses its potency in the cooking process? Consistency is another critical factor. Eating these vegetables sporadically is not enough. Your body over 60 needs daily support. Incorporating them into breakfast, lunch, and dinner ensures a steady supply of vitamins, minerals, and protective compounds. For example, start your day with a vegetable scramble, sautéed kale or bok choy, a handful of red bell peppers, and a sprinkle of pumpkin seeds. Lunch can include a pumpkin soup or a roasted zucchini and asparagus medley. Dinner might feature a hearty stir-fry of kale, bok choy, and red bell peppers. These are not just meals. They are a systematic approach to supporting your kidneys, joints, thyroid, and heart, one bite at a time. Clinical research in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition shows that regular daily consumption of nutrient-dense vegetables is associated with better mobility, reduced inflammation, and slower cognitive decline in older adults. Every meal is an opportunity to actively protect your body from the hidden dangers of aging. Another overlooked strategy is pairing vegetables with complementary nutrients. For example, vitamin C-rich red bell peppers improve the absorption of iron from leafy greens, enhancing your energy and preventing anemia, which is common in adults over 60. Pairing pumpkin with a small amount of healthy fat, olive oil, avocado, or nuts amplifies beta-carotene absorption, supporting vision and immune health. Even minor adjustments like these have measurable effects. Research in nutrients demonstrates that strategic food pairings can increase the bioavailability of vitamins and minerals by up to 400%, meaning every meal works harder for you. Portion and frequency matter as well. While these vegetables are safer than their high-risk counterparts, moderation is still key. Overloading on any single vegetable can introduce digestive stress or interfere with nutrient balance. The goal is variety and consistency, not extremes. Mix kale and bok choy with red bell peppers, pumpkin, asparagus, and zucchini throughout the week. Rotate preparation methods, steaming, roasting, sautéing, or blending into soups to keep meals interesting and prevent nutrient loss. Scientific studies emphasize that dietary variety maximizes nutrient intake, supports microbiome diversity, and helps regulate inflammation, which are all critical for long-term health and vitality after 60. Even convenience can be managed without sacrificing nutrition. Frozen or lightly prepped vegetables retain most of their nutrients and make it easier to maintain daily consumption. According to research in Journal of Food Science, flash frozen vegetables preserve up to 90% of their vitamins and antioxidants. This means you can always have nutrient-dense options on hand, even on busy days, ensuring that you never compromise your health due to time constraints. Finally, mindfulness in eating enhances benefits. Take time to savor the texture, color, and aroma of each vegetable. Research in Appetite and Frontiers in Psychology shows that mindful eating improves digestion, nutrient absorption, and satisfaction, reducing the likelihood of overeating less nutritious foods. For someone over 60, this simple practice can improve metabolic health, stabilize blood sugar, and reduce stress, a hidden but significant contributor to inflammation and accelerated aging. In essence, these practical tips are not just about cooking, they are about creating a lifestyle that empowers your body to thrive after 60. Every choice, from the type of vegetable to the cooking method, frequency, pairing, and even the way you eat, compounds into a powerful impact on your health. Kale, bok choy, red bell peppers, pumpkin, asparagus, and zucchini are no longer just vegetables. They are tools of longevity, energy, and resilience. By preparing them thoughtfully, consuming them consistently, and pairing them strategically, you are actively reclaiming control over your aging body. You are choosing not just to live longer, but to live stronger, sharper, and freer. Your future self will not remember the time you spent worrying about spinach or broccoli. Your future self will feel the energy in your joints, the clarity in your mind, and the strength in your body. And every day you make these vegetables a consistent, enjoyable part of your meals. You are investing in a life of vitality, independence, and confidence. The science is clear, the benefits are proven, and the choice is yours. Transform your plate, transform your health, and let every meal after 60 become an act of self-care, empowerment, and protection. The hidden superpower of these vegetables lies not just in their nutrients, but in the way you use them. Master this, and you master your health for decades to come.